We made it to Las Vegas. We are here at Royalty Exotics to visit Houston Cross Type. C's Bugatti was dropped off last week here. I think we're just gonna cruise around in a couple hypercars today on the strip. Oh, C's gonna strip for me outside.
Yeah, me.
There's an F40 SLS on SLR wheels. That's cool. Houston's Hot Chicken, 10% off.
It is? Okay, well, it's lunchtime. I looked up his Houston's Hot Chicken on Yelp. Almost 1,000 reviews, 4.5 stars. I love hot chicken. We have to go there.
We have to. I do. I wanted to try it since he started the franchise. I'm so hyped to try it.
Do you think we could talk him into racing his Koenigsegg?
100%. He's out for whatever. Houston's amazing. He'll do whatever. You guys should swap. You haven't driven a Koenigsegg yet, have you?
Never.
You guys
I'm
should
excited.
swap.
I'm very excited. I was texting Houston, and he mentioned that his Pagani Huayra is his favorite car because he did like a tune to it. And it's I mean, I like my Pagani, but it's definitely not my favorite of the hypers. So. Oh, there's the Pagani. We were wondering, dude. I didn't even know you had this.
Steve was telling me that you guys all kind of don't like this car. This is like my favorite car. Like I was considering selling my Koenigsegg because I like this one so much.
I would say like it's less about the turbos sound awesome, the engine's great, but it feels like you're sitting in like a big box.
When I'm driving, it's bap, 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 bap. It's a Gatling gun,
That's
bro.
the setup. Yeah, the setup for us.
Yeah, because when they get hotter, they pop more.
Oh, it's so amazing.
Dude.
So I did my own downpipes.
The pop is jading you a little bit, because the pops jade me on the Senna. Like, I love driving that thing, but like
We added at least 100 horsepower. So it's a much more abrupt car.
Yeah.
Your car is, I think, one of the more beautiful cars. I love your interior. I know you hate it or whatever, don't like it, but that stone interior to me is so cool. This is a 3,000
Dude, these
mile
are
car.
actually really clean. I thought these would be like.
I mean, you know, it's original like paint. I mean, it's like here. That one's probably worth. I think that one's worth 850.
Wow.
This car here, I think, is worth 600 or 500, because this car didn't. This car originally had that engine, and this car was originally black on red. So I bought the factory interior.
Yeah.
This car's 28,000 kilometers. So I'm gonna paint it back to black and put the red in it. But this motor was either blown or something, or it was upgraded. That car came with like 260 horsepower, right?
Wow.
From the factory. This one, the downdraft engine made over 500.
Yeah.
So everybody wants the downdraft. I mean, it's the in a Countach, and it drives really good. Like it has good power. So here it's not finished yet, but I did a full SV interior conversion with red stitching. So it's got the original SV interior. Look at that. It's full Moscone. It's all Utopias. This is a $25,000 system, but the sound of this and the way this one drives is like right there at the sweet spot of still enjoying it.
Is the like the for me the LaFerrari for Ferrari? This is that for Lamborghini.
It is.
That's the one where I think it's the best sounding. It's the drama, the look, everything.
Yeah.
The 6-speed Mercy just does it for me. I love them.
This car drives well, very well, and it's rear-wheel drive. Right, took out the front drive out, so it's a solid car. You know, I think that at the end of the day, if you want to own something that's also an investment, you can use it. This is the one.
Houston's Hot Chicken with Houston. Come on, does not get better than that.
It overshadows the Chiron.
Psyched to try this place. Well, I got the original hot chicken medium.
We made it to Houston's Hot Chicken. It was delicious. Uch made the mistake of saying he wanted to try the hottest chicken on the menu. Houston, will you tell us about these 3?
I tell everybody this. This is not designed to be edible food. The third one. The first 2 are for people that like really spicy stuff. If you can go to a Thai restaurant and eat like level 5 or level 10, whatever their top one is, then the spicy or liftoff is probably more your speed. Now that one right there you're eating is spicy, yeah, the orange pick, right, or yellow? Yeah, the yellow. So that one's spicy. So just take a bite.
You should cut it so we can up to it.
Oh no.
I'm waiting for the shock moment.
Spicy
I don't see it yet.
flavor.
That's pretty hot, Uch.
It is, but I think it's because of just the dry rub. I've never had dry rub hot.
Yes.
I'm gonna try the lift off now.
You look shaky.
No, what? Don't say that.
Liftoff is not going to hurt you. If you can eat spicy food, that's not going to hurt you.
That's like, that didn't hurt me. Clearly I'm sweating though, but that's just natural.
I'm gonna try the lift off. I'm gonna go straight to that one.
I actually like this one better than spicy.
It's because we changed the peppers, right? Once you go up, the pepper flavors change.
Which peppers?
Right? We have Scorpion, Carolina Reaper. You've got, obviously, habanero is in the
Love habanero.
spicy and medium, where that's not in Liftoff.
What's in Liftoff?
The Carolina, and there's probably a very little bit of Scorpion on that one. Once you go to the Houston, we have a problem. It's kind of just like a f you.
Liftoff's honestly not bad.
I just had it.
You want to do the Houston with me?
Do it. No. Let me see you do it first.
Houston, we have a problem. See, that just doesn't taste good.
It's not designed to be tasty. Does it? It's not supposed to be good.
Yeah. Don't try it.
Take one more bite for good measure.
No, don't try it. I'll eat this. This was really good.
It's when you change that pepper, man, and you get that really dark.
Oh, the acidic,
it's a really non-edible type flavor that is.
Yes.
People want to be really hurt like that for some reason.
Yeah.
And we, like I said, 30 to 40 people every day from every one of my restaurants always order it, you know? And I actually do a challenge. If you can eat 5 tenders in under 2 minutes without water after 3 minutes, we have a $2,000 prize. Matt Stoney, have you ever heard him? He's a competitive eater. Yeah, he came here and had one bite and was like, no, I'm done.
Why did you tell me that before making me have that?
He did tell you. He warned you a bunch.
We're gonna swap vehicles. Mr. Houston is gonna be taking my Bugatti Chiron, and I am gonna take this lovely Koenigsegg Agera. Are there like only 30 of these made total?
There's only one Agera S in America,
Yes.
which includes the R. There is 25 RSs, 4 S's. I don't know if there's a count on the R's, but probably less than 10. But this is the 99th car Koenigsegg has ever built in the company's history. So think this is a 2014. They started in like 1993. So from 93 to 14, they made 100 cars.
5 cars a year. That's my quick math. Hopefully it's right. That's impressive. I'm super excited. I've never driven a Koenigsegg. I have 2 on order. I am super pumped about this.
So in a Koenigsegg, of the OG ones, the ones you have are there for lazy people with buttons
I
and
saw
stuff.
the
and
whole thing open
yeah,
up.
those whole things. Here,
Like Tommy's mouth.
this is a man's Koenigsegg. You gotta
Yeah.
pick it up,
Wow.
right? You get to see
Oh, it's like the Bugatti.
You get to see the beauty of what this car is.
Some big ass exhaust. That is the hugest.
It is, and it's so sad
Really?
because my rift system is stuck in the Long Beach port. It was one of the containers that got inspected.
I
And
see.
it was supposed to be here for Car Week, and it would have been beautifully straight pipe with actually got gold titanium instead of blue because I'm not a big blue fan.
Yep.
But
I smell
stock
like-
exhaust.
That's
It'll just every time you put gas in it, it has to read the fuel. But it's got one of those sensors.
pressurized or something.
Yeah. So this is this is Koenigsegg, guys. They don't show you these things on the internet. There you go.
There it goes.
I swear to you, this one has not broken at all. No engine light, no nothing.
Helps
I mean,
not
it is
hydraulics.
amazing.
I love it. Wow, dude, the visibility. I feel like I'm in a cockpit of an airplane. Is this where I fall in love with the Koenigsegg and have to buy one? This thing feels so raw. I don't even know how to explain it, and I've barely gone 10 miles an hour. I mean, right now it feels like an old 70s muscle car, the way the engine sounds and feels. Oh, I love the rear view mirror. You could see nothing. I could see a quarter of the hood of the guy behind me. Handles beautifully. This is like a go-kart, which I mean in a good way. I got over the 5 minutes of fear of being in someone else's $3.5 million car.
Yeah.
Now we can push it, hopefully. So this really is the opposite of the Bugatti. Like, this is raw, bumpy, loud, hot. That thing is very refined, no real touchscreen panel, quiet, comfortable, and faster. I think the acceleration is more fun in this car because you can feel, we've got like the same miles. Within 40 miles of both of these cars, that one's got 6540, this has 6500. That's kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
It's a fun fact. Over 6,000 miles in a year and a half, in less than a year and a half on my Bugatti. Yeah, there was a tire that exploded. I hope you caught that noise. I hope everything's okay. This is
like the straightest highway I've ever seen. It's just perfect. Here we go. I'm noticing this thing performs best at the top end, like when you're 70 miles an hour plus, it kicks ass. Like you hit the gas and it just fucking goes.
Yeah.
But when you're below 70, you have to downshift. It doesn't kick into a gear low enough. It's a little slower. So much quieter as we get slower. And dude, that steering, I have never felt steering like this before, ever.
Is it good?
It is. It's like it has the best power steering in the world. I can move it with my pinky, but like the smallest move, like turns the car. It's incredible. How fast did you go?
I thought you said 202, so I went 203.
I
f***ed up, man. I'm about to get right back on the freeway and put this at 250 for you real quick.
So just to be clear, I have gone faster than Houston crossed it in the Bugatti Chiron.
Yeah.
For now.
Let's go.
Wait, what do you think? First impressions of the Koenigsegg?
So, I mean, do you like this
Dude,
car?
this is the opposite. These are opposites.
I know, that's why
in every way.
I was relaxing, had the seat warmer on, unfortunately, in this one here.
Seat warmer?
A second to figure it out.
Well, I
Seat
mean,
warmer?
I didn't know all the knobs did.
Oh,
You know,
it was a
I thought
mistake.
it was the
Hilarious.
seat warmer got turned on for about 30
Well, my
minutes
back
of
is all sweaty.
Yeah, so
That thing was
mine.
hot, but it like the rawness of the engine is incredible, and then it doesn't downshift nearly enough below like 80 miles an hour. Like if you hit the gas all the way down, it's kind of like a grandma. So you have to manually shift, right? Which you
Yeah,
probably
no,
do
I
anyway.
was joking. I was inferring that you were a grandma when you hit the auto shift button.
But
That's
it was
what I
it was
want you to drive it in manual.
It
You know,
was
I wanted you to.
well, but
Yeah.
but I did kind of force it in manual, so
Good.
I had to force it because you can paddle shift right
Sure.
even when it's an auto. So when I paddle shifted it, it was much better, but it does not kick it down hard enough when you floor it.
The
However,
auto shift is like a rain mode, so it's designed to just
Safe.
drive it like a safe grandma car.
Fair
These
enough.
are really not designed to have auto mode. I mean,
I
it's
got
not
it.
like this car. It's not a dual clutch. It
Yeah.
has two clutches, but it's just a visceral raw car. It's
But-
the opposite.
Yeah, but with the shifting, you can get it to do whatever you want to do. When you're above like 100 miles an hour, this thing's a beast though. It was fast from 0 to 100, call it 0 to 80, but like beyond 80, I think 80 to 160, it was really fast, and then it kind of topped off. By the way, when I was going 165, it felt like I was going 300. You're not like, it's kind of like the engine is going crazy. You're feeling every bump.
At 203, I would have taken a phone call in this
That's
car.
what I'm saying.
Dude, it's so smooth.
And these are two of the fastest cars ever made.
Yes.
And they're two totally different approaches.
Totally
it's
different.
crazy
Yes.
how different
That's
they feel.
why I'll never sell my Veyron, because like when I get in that car, I remind myself like what pristine luxury feels like,
Yeah.
right? And this is like the Ford GT of the hypercars. It's
Yeah.
raw and it's in your face. It's aggressive, and there's moments that you want to drive this car over
Yes.
this car.
This feels
right?
more like the GT40 of the 60s. I was telling him, it feels like I'm actually in one of the way the engine sounds and the way the chassis feels like you're in my 67 Chevelle.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. Like, it's so aggressive, loud, raw.
Was the cabin noise pretty crazy when you
It
were
was
there?
loud,
Yeah.
Insane.
It was loud.
Yeah.
The steering is the best I've ever seen in a car.
Yeah.
I was telling them you could move it like with a feather left and right,
Mhm.
and then a few millimeters of movement, you're turning the front wheels. That
Yeah.
was incredible.
The thing is that like this car is so different than everything else.
I damaged his
So
car.
that was tire though, right? That was,
That's from
Yeah,
the tire
that
that
was a truck tire.
Look at that, a truck tire. I borrow his car for 20 minutes and I damage it. But you know what? You're a good guy for for being okay about it.
When I have this car, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or I want to go out and just be reckless. You know?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which one's your reckless car? I would probably
I
say
don't
the
know.
LaFerrari.
918 of the LaF. They're both loud, raw.
The LaFerrari is the same as this. I think this is on par with the LaFerrari. I
This
really
is
do.
dangerous to be reckless, and if you're angry, like
No, you don't want to be
leave
reckless
that
in
one at
this.
home.
Yeah. My Veyron's rear-wheel drive. So mine's a little easier to drive
cool.
reckless.
Yeah.
Right, I don't voluntarily ask to get humiliated on the internet very often, but because Steve's in town, I figured, you know what, why not do a drag race randomly in the middle of nowhere, right? Where Steve is gonna annihilate me because I have a rear-wheel drive car with 400 less horsepower. I do have a slight weight advantage,
Yeah.
but I think I made up for that weight advantage today with our chicken lunch. So I don't know, it's even. I know you know you're gonna win.
I had a chicken lunch and 2 desserts, so I think I've got the disadvantage there, bro. After driving it, I think that it's gonna be closer than you think.
I don't know. Look, I know how to drive that car very, very well.
Yes.
So it'll be an optimal performance during the race.
Yep.
I've actually never launched it. I've always just shied away from launching a Koenigsegg just
Yes.
in case. you know, $250,000 gearbox later.
Yep.
But I think that if we both just hit the gas, let the boost build and go, that'll be the most optimal race for us.
Let's caption more action. Let's get it going. 3, 2, 1, go!
What the hell?
I let off because I thought he pulled back. So I don't know what happened.
What was up with that start, man? That was kind of lackluster. I thought he was gonna beat me.
Was that just like
He crushed
off
me
the
off the
brakes
line.
and just on the gas?
I just dumped the gas, but I wonder if I need to turn traction off.
Let's run it one more time.
Why is this so slow off the start, dude? I couldn't believe how close it came at the end. I
Well,
thought it would be.
My third gear was
Yes.
it was a little messed up. I heat soaked the car sitting there idling. I was over the 90 degrees Celsius. My engine light came on,
Ooh.
so I was running on probably 3/4 boost.
Yep.
Right, third gear it pulled back a little bit, but I just kept in it. And by the time fourth happened, it gave me the boost back. But I pulled off about 150, 200 feet before the finish line.
Yeah.
Because like I just wanted to not die.
Yes.
And I brake. I don't know about my brakes, you know, like they're solid, but they're not
Yeah.
all-wheel drive brakes.
I see.
So
So next time I need to figure out launch mode. You need to make sure it's not overheated. Then we'll have a.
I really think the cars are really close.
I would have said that I thought it might be close, but I thought I was going to beat you by a sizable amount. So I was super surprised. by it.
They're like neck and neck. I mean, if you
Yes.
think about it, I had 960 horsepower today.
Yep.
You had just under 1,500.
Yeah.
So, but I weigh 1,300 to 1,400 pounds less.
That's a big deal,
right? So the third in horsepower is the third in weight.
Yeah.
So that pretty much puts us even.
Yeah.
My rear wheel drive compared to your all wheel drive though was where I was considering that it was going to completely annihilate me. But overall, I think we should race up in California because the turbo climate will make it a lot more nice GC4.
All the
A lot
mountain
more
cars.
competitive.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it again. We'll meet up in California.
All right.
Do it again.
Have fun. Drive safe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Love
So which could eat my ass after Chipotle? This will be nothing. This will be nothing.
That is not going on YouTube because that's